What's up, Cowboys Nation? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our latest updates. Today, we've got some huge news that's shaking the NFL world to its core. We're diving into the rumors and speculations surrounding the Dallas Cowboys coaching situation. Mike McCarthy's future with the team is in question, especially after one of the biggest coaching shakeups in recent memory. You probably already know by now that Bill Belichick is reportedly eyeing a move away from the NFL, and the news is big. But what makes it even bigger? The latest buzz suggests he might be headed to college football, specifically to the University of North Carolina, to take over as their new head coach. Yes, you heard that right. Bill Belichick, the legendary New England Patriots coach, could leave the NFL for a college football job. This has left the entire sports world stunned, and it's no surprise that the Dallas Cowboys, one of the most high-profile teams in the NFL, are already being tied to major coaching rumors. So, with all these changes happening in the NFL world, what does it mean for Mike McCarthy and the Cowboys? Could McCarthy's tenure in Dallas be coming to an end sooner than expected? Could Jerry Jones decide it's time for a change after another season of playoff disappointment? Well, we're diving into that today, as we take a look at the top candidates who could replace Mike McCarthy as head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. It's a huge question, with a lot of implications for the future of America's team. And there are some real big names in the mix. The first name that naturally pops up when discussing possible replacements for McCarthy is none other than Bill Belichick himself. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. This seems like a wild fantasy, right? The thought of Bill Belichick leaving the NFL and jumping straight into a college football program seems almost too crazy to believe. But the reports have been persistent, and there's been talk about the future of the Patriots' longtime head coach. If Belichick does leave the Patriots, the idea of him heading to a place like Dallas, with its rich history and talented roster, suddenly doesn't seem so far-fetched. Belichick has proven time and again that he can turn around a team and manage talent at the highest level, and Jerry Jones, known for making bold, headline-grabbing moves, might see this as the perfect opportunity to bring in a legendary coach. Belichick's 6 Super Bowl titles and his ability to adapt to changing rosters and personalities make him a dream candidate. The Cowboys have a roster that's ready to contend for championships, and Belichick could be the guy to finally get them back to the promised land. But here's the thing. Belichick has spent his entire career in the NFL, and reports suggest that he's already got his eye on the college ranks, with North Carolina being the reported destination. Could Jerry Jones get Belichick to abandon that path and take on the challenge of reviving the Cowboys? It's a long shot, but in the world of the NFL, you never know. Belichick to the Cowboys would be a massive move, and it's something that would certainly shake up the entire landscape of the NFL. But let's move beyond Belichick, as tempting as that scenario might be. Another coach who's often linked to the Cowboys' head coaching job is Sean Payton. Sean Payton is one of the most respected offensive minds in the game today, and his time with the New Orleans Saints has shown us just how successful he can be with the right quarterback and system in place. Payton led the Saints to a Super Bowl victory and was consistently one of the top teams in the NFC. His success in New Orleans has made him a sought-after figure, and after stepping away from the Saints for a year, he's a name that keeps popping up in head coaching rumors. The Cowboys are a team with a ton of offensive talent, from Dak Prescott at quarterback to CeeDee Lamb, Tony Pollard, and the offensive line. Payton could come in and run an explosive offense that puts up points, which is exactly what Dallas needs to take the next step. But there's always a catch, right? For all of Payton's success, there are some who question whether his style would mesh well in Dallas. The Cowboys have a unique culture, one where the pressure to succeed is unlike any other in the NFL. Can Payton handle the massive expectations that come with coaching America's team? The good news for Payton is that he's used to high-pressure situations, and Jerry Jones might see him as the guy who can lead this team to a championship after so many years of disappointment. Payton is one of the more proven candidates, and his track record would certainly make him a fan favorite in Dallas. Then we can't forget about Kellen Moore, the Cowboys' current offensive coordinator. Moore has been around the Cowboys system for years now, and he's been integral to the development of Dak Prescott and the offense. Over the years, Moore has earned a reputation as one of the brightest young offensive minds in the league. He's worked closely with Prescott, and the two have built a dynamic offensive system. With the Cowboys' offense ranking as one of the league's top units, many fans and analysts have begun to wonder, could Moore be the next head coach of the Cowboys? The biggest advantage Moore has is familiarity. He knows the roster, the players, and the system better than anyone. If the Cowboys want to make a smooth transition with minimal upheaval, promoting Moore might be the way to go. There's also the fact that Moore has done well working with a variety of quarterbacks, and his ability to adapt his play calling to the strengths of different players has been impressive. That said, there are still questions about whether Moore is truly ready to take the reins of such a high-profile team. He's been great as an offensive coordinator, but being a head coach requires much more than just offensive prowess. It's about leadership, decision-making, and managing the overall team. So while Moore is a logical choice, it's still unclear if he's ready for that next step. And then there's Dan Quinn. Quinn has been a key figure in Dallas as the team's defensive coordinator, and he's helped turn the Cowboys' defense into one of the most feared units in the NFL. Under Quinn's leadership, the defense has developed into a force, with players like Micah Parsons taking their game to the next level. Quinn also has previous head coaching experience from his time with the Atlanta Falcons, where he led the team to a Super Bowl appearance. His defensive prowess and leadership make him a solid candidate to take over the Cowboys. There's a certain appeal to promoting from within, as it could help maintain stability. But it's not all perfect. While Quinn's defense has been stellar, there are still concerns about his overall coaching ability, particularly with offensive play calling and decision-making. Still, Quinn's familiarity with the team and his experience leading a squad to the Super Bowl make him a real contender to replace McCarthy. Finally, there's a wild card candidate, Urban Meyer. Yes, I'm talking about the former college football coaching legend who had a rough go of it in the NFL with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meyer's time in the NFL was nothing short of disastrous, and his tenure in Jacksonville ended with him being fired mid-season after numerous controversies. But let's not forget that Meyer has won multiple national championships and has built powerhouse programs in college football. If Jerry Jones sees potential in Meyer to return to the NFL with a more experienced perspective and a talented roster in Dallas, it could be a bold move. The Cowboys have a ton of talent on both sides of the ball, and Meyer's ability to recruit and motivate players could translate well in the NFL. The big question is whether he's learned from his mistakes in Jacksonville. If Jerry Jones is willing to take a chance on Meyer, it would definitely be a risk, but with great risks often come great rewards. Meyer could be a real wild card candidate for this job. Now, we've covered 5 very different candidates to replace Mike McCarthy, but the bottom line is that the Cowboys are at a crossroads. With the franchise's expectations higher than ever, Jerry Jones has a major decision to make. Whether it's a legendary coach like Belichick, a seasoned winner like Payton, or an internal candidate like Kellen Moore or Dan Quinn, the Cowboys need the right person to take this team to the next level. So, what do you think, Cowboys Nation? Who do you want to see as the next head coach of the Dallas Cowboys? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, be sure to like and share the video, and make sure to subscribe for more Cowboys news and analysis. This coaching decision could shape the future of the franchise, and we'll be right here covering all the developments as they happen. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Cowboys!